Today, we're going to be talking about some movies here today, and I'm actually excited to talk about it as well. We'll be ranking all 12 comic book movies from last year, and I'm actually excited to talk about it too. Like, there was so much great films that came out last year, and I'm all excited to talk about it as well today. Like, let me know in the comment section below. What is your favorite comic book movie from last year? I'd like to know in the comment section below as well. So let's get started with my list of what's to the best comic book movies. So we are kicking off in the number 12 pick is the Justice League War. Like, I found this movie on Max, and I say to myself, like, let's watch this movie. And I did. Like, we have so much different scenarios into this movie. Like, we have Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman in different scenarios and different scenes. Like, throughout the part of the film itself, I was like, what's the story mostly about? Like different scenes, different characters. Like it was a decent film. Like it wasn't the best one in the DC animated movies. Like I like the DC animated movies because a lot of great stories are so good. But this one is on the bottom of this list. But for number 11, I chose The Marvels. Like, I actually do have to say, like, about this movie because we have three female lead heroes. We have Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Captain Rambeau. Basically, all those main character heroes taking on one major villain that wasn't, like, even strong enough to take them all down with those three heroes. Like, we have actually, it was kind of like evolving with the Skull Secret Invasions story arc to lead into this movie. But it was like a decent like story, but it was like okay in my book for a Marvel movie. But we can have in the top 10 picks. I chose is Blue Beetle for number 10. Like I actually like the character. It was a fun actor that played him because he was actually played as Miguel Diaz in Cobra Kai. He played as Blue Beetle. I mean, Diaz. Like I like the character. Pretty fun movie for a comic book movie. It was a decent DC movie. And for number 9, I chose Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Like, that actually made it to the top 10. Like, I actually like the movie itself because I like how they got involved with OM, the Ocean Masters, since what happened in the first Aquaman movie. Like, it has a good story, like, about the brothers trying to team up together to take down the main villain as Black Manta, and this Asian Radic Triton being this mystic being to life. Somehow it has a good story, like seeing like how OM and Arthur Curry to work together as brothers. That was a cool thing that I did like from the movie. And for number 8, I chose Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. Like, I actually did like this movie for quite some time because I saw the Friends last year and thought of like, dude, this is kind of like a cool movie to see like they bring into this game adaptation movie because it was part of the comic books and seemed like they part into a game itself and part into this big blockbuster movie. It was a decent film. I actually like it a little bit. Like I love Chris Pine as this main character arc in this movie. If they did a second one, that'd be kind of cool. So for number 7, I chose Five Nights at Freddy's, and I thought this movie was pretty cool. Like I wanted that movie to be in my top fives, but it didn't. But I actually of this movie because I understand a little bit of the story itself in the movie. Like I don't even understand the lore of this whole story of Five Nights at Freddy's. I watched my brother play the game itself a few times, but when I was watching this movie last year, it was a fun movie. I actually liked it. Josh Hutcherson in this movie, and I just love the characters. It was a fun movie, really entertaining. And for number 6, it's Shazam Fury of the Gods. Like, I actually thought of this movie was a bit fun. Like, I enjoyed the demigods. Like, one cool thing I did really brought out from this movie that I did enjoy was Wonder Woman. She was actually in the movie like a few times throughout the whole movie. Like she was thought to be part of recruiting Shazam to be in the next Justice League. Like maybe for the future for the like I actually like I understand like Beyond with Wonder Woman tried to recruit Shazam to be the next Justice League movie because James Gunn is actually taking over the DC films next, so we don't even know the story is going to be about for the future for the DC movies. But kicking off in the top fives, I chose The Flash from a number five pick. Like, I thought for one thing that when I was watching this movie last year, like, I actually had a good time. This one thing that I didn't like as much is the CGI costume of the Flash. Like, wow. But the whole movie itself was a good story. Like, the biggest thing that it really took the whole movie itself was Michael Keaton as Batman. Like, I like him a lot in the Batman films, like Batman and Batman Returns. Like, this movie was the fun movie that I actually enjoy. A bit of the Flashpoint Paradox movie was like in the animated one, the show itself. Like, this movie was decently fun. I liked it. But kicking out for my number four pick, it is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem one that came out last year. Like, I watched the movie maybe twice already. Saw it one time in theaters, saw it together with the whole family back in December. I actually like it. It was a fun story, but really like fun teenagers wants to be in school, but they had this like underground with Splinter and no Shredder this time. They have a lot of new villains involved, like McFly and everything, like Ice Cube voice McFly, because that's one cool thing that I like, because I like Ice Cube. Great character too. For kicking up from a number three pick, and yes, I chose Admin and the Wasp Quantum Mania. Like, I actually did like the story. Like, beyond the whole story arc of going to this Quantum Mania with Adman and Cassie Lang and the whole crew, and some of the biggest threat was came to Conqueror. That he wants to go to the 616, well, all the heroes are located, to take over the whole universe. But the King of the Conqueror, Jonathan Majors, since what happened to him, like, you can't even play him anymore. So, but I actually did thought that this movie was fun, but really cool to see a lot of this new faces I saw. Bill Murray was in this movie too. Like, I love that aspect of the story. But it was a awesome movie. Like, I like it. Let me know in the comment section below. Did you guys like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania? And for the 1-up I chose is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And to be fair with you guys, this was actually a fun movie. Like, I enjoyed the story arc. I like how they did the send off for Peter Quill's story. Like, I like somehow like enjoy Star-Lord's character arc in the first two Guardians movies. And it somehow really sent off a lot of its main characters, like Drax the Destroyer left, the crew, Mantis left, Komoa left, and same as Peter Quill. So we have most of the rest of the crew have their own team. So basically, most of the characters will be coming back in the future for Guardians of the Galaxy, or maybe for the next big Avengers movie. So for the number one pick, I chose the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie. Like, I somehow really enjoy the story arc of Oscar Isaac as Spider-Man 2099. Like, dude, that was so amazing to see Miles' story, how they ended the movie. Because now, since what happened with the main villain, Spot, and they're doing Beyond the Spider-Verse, and I cannot wait to see that movie. Hopefully, me coming this year or maybe next year, but I just can't wait for the future for Spider-Man movies. But thank you all for coming to But's Real Reviews. If you guys enjoy my weekend sale and enjoy talking about movies with me, you guys can subscribe to my channel down below for more videos to come. If you want to be notified by my videos, be sure to hit that notification bell icon as well. Thank you all for coming to my channel. Bye everyone.